Mm. Okay. Okay, can you all see my screen? Okay. Daniel got the slider value.tx text. All right. So what this does is, how do I download it? Okay. So what this does is, whenever you move this thing, here it will tell you what value you're moving it to. And if you move it this way, it's less than 5. So that means you don't like studying. Right? Did you understand that? Yeah. And if you move it that way, it means that you like studying. All right. Okay. So the next one is, we need to have the last thing. When you press enter, and we need to be able to get this intro, correct? Hi, William. We're just doing this stuff. William, my voice is I'm losing my voice. Are you able to?
Oh, wait, can you hear me? Or
Yeah, I can hear you.
hold on.
So are you able to do this, or I can go on, but it'll be helpful.
Hold on. Let me hope these slides. Sorry, I just got back from.
Yeah, I heard it's fine. You just let me know when you're ready, because I'm losing my voice.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
All right, I'll keep going. So when you press enter, you want it to actually create your intro. And for that, we need to have all the variables down. All these variables: name, age, school, grade, hobbies, study. So we're going to set these variables to their inputs. All right. I'm going to set these variables to the inputs. Go to your name input, or sorry, your name, whatever we named it. Oh, no, I don't need this. Okay. Name, dot text. And then you have the age input as well. We're going to assign that to text. Or, whoops, should have the set thing. Here, I'm going to duplicate this. Age. Just duplicate, that's a lot easier. Hobbies. Hobbies dot text, and then intro. That's where, we have the actual intro, the text. And we got to set that again. So duplicate this. Intro here. And we actually don't have a text input because, this is actually where we're going to have all our paragraph. And we need to join the text. I'll explain a lot more after I put all this code in, but hi, my name is, and then, oh wait, I forgot one thing. You got to join, got to have the join thing. And we need about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we need 13 of these strings. Right now we only have 2. So keep adding them. Remember, press the gear thing and you can add all these strings. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a big join block. So now you can add, hi, my name is, get the global name. And then you can do I am. Put a period, I am. Get the global variable again of age. Get here, I'm going to be alternating. Years old, I. Don't put spaces like between I am. I'm in. Get global grade. Get the text. Get global school. School. My hobby include get global hobbies, and then you have a last one. I think a comma and then get global study. And then last but not least, you have period, nice to meet you. Okay. Oh, wait, one more thing. We got to set the intro text to actually global intro. So you can actually get all this text in. Here, let me get intro. Where do we put? Okay, so go to your intro. Whoops. Give me a sec. Text to get global intro. Get your variable from here. Let me explain this and then I'll get to you, William. Okay. So what this does is we're taking all the variables that we had and assigning it to whatever we put into the text box. So all this stuff is assigned to the variables now. Global name, global age, global hobbies. Now the global intro is whatever that comes after this. So the actual paragraph is the variable global intro. And we're using the join block. Whoops. We're using the join block to join all of this text here. So hi, my name is, then we get the name that we put in the text box. Then you put I am, you get the age, this, years old. I'm in this grade, and then, so on, right? And we got all of this grade school from the slider and this picker thing, this list picker. And then we set all of the, we set the variable to the text, to this text. It says my intro for now, but we're setting it to this now. So Daniel, Jessica, did you guys get that? Yep. Okay. All right. So are you guys done finishing, or I'll just have some time for y'all to actually put the code in. No second. Daniel, Jessica, just tell us whenever you are done. Or if you already. Okay. All right. So for testing this, I think we said in lesson 1, you need to have an emulator, or you need to have the emulator, or actually have an Android phone. I don't think so. Any of y'all set that up? Oh, you downloaded it. Okay. I don't have it downloaded on this actually. I haven't downloaded my other laptop. Let's see. Give me a sec. Let me stop sharing for a second. But Daniel, you can try on the emulator. See what happens. Okay, I'm downloading it right now. I don't think I can use it. Is there a reason why? What happened? I have to delete another user. Okay. You know what? I'll just show on my thing. I'm downloading it right now. Wait. Launch. Open app inventor. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Okay, something is happening. Here, I'll share my screen. Can you guys see that? Okay, yes. Okay. Wow. 6-digit code. Oh, okay. I should wait. Okay. So, oh, okay, never mind. I'm looking at MIT app inventor. It's blank. Runtime error. Interesting. Let me do it again. Okay, doesn't look like it wants to work. Okay. Click on the first like emulator, like first time you're using the emulator won't work. You have to do it again because it says you have to update it. Let's see if that's true. If it's not, then I don't know. William, do you have the emulator?
No.
Oh, that's fine. I just downloaded it anyway. Wait, I'm not sharing my screen, am I? Doesn't look like it's gonna work, is it? Mhm. Error from companion, caught exception. I'm not too sure what that means. Let's see. Should have done this before. What the? Okay, you know what? I think I downloaded every, okay, it's not, it's fine. I'm gonna see if I can get this running. William, should I start or can you start
Do you just
for
want me to
functions?
go through the slides or?
Yeah, for now, just the slides. We can get to that walkthrough later. After the functions, I think it's done.
Can you add me as a co-host or
Oh, yeah.
I have like screen sharing permission?
Is it because am I sharing anything right now? No, right?
So I'm just like a participant, so
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, wait, my bad, my bad. You know, actually, you can share right now.
all right.
Sorry for putting you on the spot.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Okay, so functions are basically like tiny blocks of code. You don't want to make them too big, but they should be significant enough that they perform some specific action. And the purpose of creating functions is to make your code reusable. So if there's some snippet of code you use a lot of times, such as like, for example, like maybe sorting a list, you want to have a function to sort a list instead of like running the algorithm over and over again. Or I mean like rewriting the algorithm all over and over again. So this reduces your like code's length, which makes it more organized. It also makes it easier to read visually. Like when you see a function, you know what it does. That's easier than reading a giant block of code and having to interpret what it does. So there are built-in functions, which are basically just functions that App Inventor gives you, which does you can I'm sorry. You can also make your own functions in App Inventor, as shown on the right. You define your own function here, which performs use some behavior you want instead of it being defined by App Inventor. And the top snippet of code is a built-in function. exploits add spaces, appropriately named, exploits add spaces. So it splits into several strings based on like these spaces. Okay. And functions are help us see what is called abstraction. Abstraction is basically just hiding all of the internal details of a function. So you know what it does, but you don't know how it does it specifically. So it makes it easier for the coder to understand what's happening. You have to remember less information at a single time. It's also easier for you to just use. Every time you're using a function, you don't have to remember how it's like doing stuff. You just use it. Okay. And yeah, you can see on your right the function my function.
Do you guys understand that before he goes on?
Yeah. Did I go too fast or?
Gotta wait a while though. Yes. That's not a good yes. I mean, I can hear. Let me think of an example.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you use like the join text. Here, what did they say? Let me just raise my volume. Oh, okay. So when we use the join text function. Oh, okay. Never mind. Fine. All right, William. So he understood.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it says in the chat.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Wait, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Like my voice?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Or okay. Actually, let me raise my microphone. Like, volume. Sorry. We haven't used Zoom in a while, so I'm kind of like fumbling around.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me now? I just like
Yeah,
okay.
it's a lot better.
Okay, okay. Right. All right. So okay, so we went over what is abstraction. Wait, so does everyone understand what is abstraction? Because it's kind of abstraction is an abstract concept. It's more of like a philosophy.
Yep, you said you got it.
Okay. So a function has two parts here. So we have a function definition, which actually defines what it does. It's a list of statements basically, which you execute when you call the function. And then you actually have a function call, which is where you execute the function. And wait, so it's kind of important for you to understand if you define a function, it doesn't actually do anything by itself. You need to actually call it. That's a common mistake. And okay, so this function isn't very useful right now because it's always the if statement at the top, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, is always true. So we can, right? Because like if you have just constants at the top, in the the Boolean expression, it's always going to do the same thing over and over again. You already know what's going to happen, so it's not very useful. Well, we can actually change the constants we can add some parameters to a function. Parameters are kind of like what you put into a function to make it do stuff you want. And it allows you to modify the behavior of the function. So you put in parameters at the top, and which are variable. So now the function is actually doing some stuff instead of just like doing like really, really trivial stuff. And okay. And as you can see, we replace the 2 and 2 with value 1 and value 2, which are parameters. Okay. And so when we call the function, we also pass in variable definitions. So as you can see here, we pass in 3 for value 1 and 1 for value 2. So they get substituted in here into the function. So we get if 3 plus 1 is equal to 4, then set global Boolean to true. Yeah, so this allows you to have different like behavior for a function at like depending on what parameters you pass in. Before it was always doing the same stuff because we had no parameters at all. Okay. Oh, and also inside a function, we can have local variables, which you can only access inside a function. So you can't call this Boolean variable again, like outside of the function. You can still call it inside the function, but obviously, but you can't do it outside. Okay, so any function also returns, or the function can return a value. Here it returns result, the thing that goes into result. Okay, so once you return the result goes back into where function is called. So you can see here. Let me annotate actually. This is kind of finicky. Sorry. Trying to annotate slides here. Okay, so here we use the my function, and this gives us some Boolean value, right? It gives us the Boolean true because 3 plus 1 is indeed true. So we get true back. And so when it's not a very visible color. Okay, so when it finishes like return during the function, when it returns the Boolean, it basically just plugs in this Boolean into this other function. So it plugs in true again. Oops. Anyways, so this allows us to set a label to show up if our numbers add up to 4. Because if we set show add 4 dot text to true, it will make a label show up that says true. And if it's false, it will show false. Okay. And we can also, here are some other examples of functions. Oh wait, this is the hands-on demo. Okay, I'll just explain slides. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
no,
how.
just explain it. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not sure which math you guys are in. If you don't actually know these formulas, that's okay because we're not like interested in like the math. We're just doing coding right now. So to calculate the volume of a cylinder, we have this mathematical formula here. Pi times r squared times h, the height. And we can use a function to calculate the volume from the radius and height. And we have this mathematical expression here, which is just the formula, but translated into a function. 3.14 is pi, radius is the r, and height is h. So when we do call cylinder volume with radius 3 and height 10, and remember radius and height are parameters, and 3 and 10 are values of the parameter. So it will give you the volume of a cylinder with radius 3 and height 10. And we can also apply the same ideas here to calculating the volume of a rectangular prism and or a sphere. So this is just like an example of how you can use a function because it's more convenient to, or it's easier for you to remember what cylinder volume does than this like this mathematical expression here is kind of complicated. You don't want to just like keep on repeating this expression over and over again. Oh, Daniel, does it matter if the call is open or not? Oh wait, what do you mean by if it's
I think
open?
I think you can go back to the other slide.
Okay. Okay, so it's kind of bad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you can annotate and also like change slides at the same time.
I think you just stop. You have to stop editing. Yeah.
You have to stop annotating before I can like change slides.
Okay.
Where do you, which
No,
slide?
no, no. Go down like the slide you were just at. Yeah, this one. So he's saying like you see the call cylinder volume. Yeah, you gotta attach that somewhere. It can't be just like that.
Oh yeah, you need to,
Yeah, that's bad on
yeah.
him.
Otherwise, it just like gives you some floating number in.
So like
Well,
wherever. Oh, go ahead, William.
oh wait,
Oh,
do you want
okay.
me? Wait, sorry.
Okay, I'll just answer. So he said, where would you attach it? So the call, so this is like, for example, you wouldn't want to put all this math code every single time you want the volume, correct? That's just like slow, right? You want to make you in coding, you want to make your life easier. So for wherever you want to find the volume in your code, you just put the call. All right, you got that, Daniel?
Also, yeah, just like calling the function by itself is not very useful because our function cylinder volume only does like it only returns stuff. It doesn't like do any stuff by itself. So yeah, just having it be like a random call somewhere is like not useful. Okay. And we're on to libraries. Okay, so library is basically just a collection of functions. Usually all of the functions in a certain library are related. like for example, there are like machine learning libraries where there's a bunch of like functions that help you do like machine learning stuff. There's also like graphics libraries which help you generate graphics. Uh, and you can use libraries to simplify your code because you do not need to like rewrite code that's already in a provided library. Also, just like grouping code into like a collection of related code can help you like remember what the purpose of a code is. Like if it's any graphics library, it's for graphics. Okay, so again, this is like an example of abstraction. Libraries help you uh, understand what code does, but not exactly how it does stuff. Like when you import in a library that does machine learning, you don't need to actually know machine learning or you don't need to like know the really complicated calculus and like like uh yeah, just like all of the complicated math you need for like actually computing the values. You just need to know how to like call a function from the library to do machine learning for you. And as another example, you have like a text library, which contains functions that can be used on strings. Okay. And we have like, wait, we have like 1 minute remaining on the Zoom.
Yeah, okay.
So do we
I'll
need to
create.
like
Yeah,
create
no.
new?
So just come back to the same meeting link on the Discord. I
Okay.
had to start it again. That's it. All right, I'll end it right now then.